Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Hey, how would you like to rent at the beach for $150 a month, $250 a month, $300 a month? Is it possible, Lori?
I think it's possible.
And how are they going to be able to do that?
Well, they have to go knock the door to the Mexican people who live in here and, door to door.
And we're going to show you how you can do that. We're going to have an interview, and this young lady is proving that it's possible because her and her boyfriend are doing it. They're living in Mexico, and she is going to give you hints on living here in a small village and be able to get low rent. So may not be for everybody, but at least you'll be able to see if it's an option you may want to do.
Yeah, it's going to be the option for you.
Yeah, okay. About your
Good
story.
morning. I'm Alex. I was born and raised in Montreal, Canada. So yes, I'm going to have a little French accent when I speak to you this morning. Live in Mexico now for 20 years almost in December, which is I'm going to turn 20 years here.
20
and I
years?
still managed to do it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I knew Spanish, then I had to learn Mexican slang for a while.
Okay.
Yes. And then actually it makes stuff much easier to go around when you do learn it. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let's say somebody wants to come into an area like this and to get really cheap rent, okay? How would they go about? They're not going to be able to go to the real estate office. They're not going to be able to look online for that. Well, how would they be able to do that?
It is getting busier around here. Yes, I cannot lie to you. So it is a bit harder now to find cheap rent. We did move here about a year and a half ago, more or less, and we did have to look around. Our rent is approximately $150 a month.
Okay. Wow.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And we still have three bedrooms, living room and kitchen.
Wow.
So
okay.
it's really not bad at all.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna have to walk around and look for it, or definitely your pretty much only option here is to talk to everybody.
Okay.
Talk to every Mexican. They love to chat, so they will lend you to someone, and they will tell you where the houses are cheap for rent if you talk to anybody.
Okay. And what can you expect in that type of house? What is a Mexican house? What is a local house that?
Local house, the only thing you won't have is all the furniture.
Okay.
So for sure, maybe some of them will give you a bed, a stove, and a fridge.
Okay.
But most of the time it will be empty. For cheap rent, it has to be empty. And of course, no air conditioning. Maybe sometimes hot water, but not always hot water. No place to wash your clothes, so you're gonna have to go to the laundromat eventually, or wash in the bathroom in a shower or something like that.
Yeah. A little bucket, and you can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But after all, it's pretty much all the same.
Okay.
So you need to learn how to live on a different way of living. It's a simpler life, I would say. We don't have internet. We don't have a TV. We don't have cable. Okay. You need to be ready maybe to give up some little stuff. But to live by the beach, I think it's really worth it. Yeah, you need to still learn to live without air conditioning. We don't have hot water. So you do wake up in the morning and boil water for a couple of months a year only, because actually in summertime you don't need it at all.
Okay.
But yeah, it's stuff like that you have less.
I guess it all depends on how much one may be watching this and say, oh my gosh, that sounds like suffering. I don't have internet. I don't have, Netflix. I don't have, all these other things. But
you have Sunset for free, which is a nice 3D HD TV, amazing every single night.
If you do need internet, there's internet. Restaurants, they're all connected
everywhere.
there.
And on the beach have internet also. There is a place that you can print your stuff, use a computer, everything you need.
Small town. This is a very small town. We're not in a resort. That's a key thing too. Is it possible to get rents at $150 a month if you're looking for that home that you're talking about, that doesn't have
There's a couple of left in town.
There's a couple.
Left in town, honestly.
Okay, really low rent around, like you're saying.
You need to talk to the locals.
And then, that's the one I'm wondering about. What do you is that? What price range do you think they would rent it out for?
It's like ours, I would say $150 to $300 a month.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So what we're talking about, if you want to do that, you want to live on that level, so you figure $150 to $300 is a realistic number right now.
For rent.
For rent.
Yes.
Let me ask you this too, because repairs, when you're in a house like that, Mexicans don't repair. That would have to be more on the renter. If, you know, if let's say the hot water heater did go out, if there was a hot water heater, then it would be the renter's responsibility to repair that?
If you get a landlord that is very nice, he's gonna fix everything for you. He's gonna have his worker.
Okay.
If not, probably yes, you're gonna end up doing it yourself.
It's a different standard of what you can expect.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that part of the responsibility falls onto the renter on that level, because you're getting such a low amount. You're paying such a low amount
Exactly.
of rent that you can't expect, you know, the owner to make these repairs.
Most of the time, they will tend to take the rent and leave you with the house.
Yeah,
But
if you're finding that you're getting value by hearing this interview, just please subscribe. It is free. And so in other words, what you want to do is when you come down and let's say you knock on some doors and you talk to them about rent. Now, if you don't speak Spanish, then you find somebody like...
you will always find a nice foreigner to help you out who lives around here all year round.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what you're doing is then you're clear on what your agreement is with the owner, and you want to be clear on that. We're talking about low end, really low end, coming down here, maybe just as a renter and want to rent for a short amount of time or a year, or you want to come and live in Mexico.
Stay forever, you never know.
So, well, great, Alex. This is great. It's so cool. You've given our viewers a lot of information here.
Good.
So, well, Lori, do you think you could live with no internet, with no Facebook at night when you like to look at it? Do you think you could do that?
I don't think so.
It'd be difficult for us because we use the internet to do the videos and stuff like that also. But the thing that we're doing here is we're just sort of giving people other options. Somebody that wants to live on this lifestyle and also wants to live cheaply in a country like this. So what we do is that we try to entertain you, but also we try to bring you information on options that you may be able to choose from. So there's a whole range of different options that we present on our videos here. How would they be able to subscribe? Now, is it free?
Well, when you subscribe, it's free. Then you're gonna get a video once a
Giveaway
week.
T-shirt contest. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Hey, we're gonna have a contest here. We're gonna let you win one of my custom T-shirts, a Jerry Brown custom T-shirt. All you need to do is...
Hey, Jerry. A lot of people ask about your T-shirt. How do they get one?
Let me tell you what you need to do.
What do they need to do? The name of the contest is
# Jerry Brown T-shirt contest. To enter, very simple. Go onto your Facebook or your social media pages. Ask your friends to do this also. And what you'll need to do is they'll just need to. First thing that you need to do, or they need to do, is go to YouTube. They need to subscribe. They need to make a comment in there. And in the comment section in there, they're going to put your name. They're going to put in there their size of the T-shirt if they win. And also, they're going to put in there # Jerry Brown T-shirt contest. You'll need to add in your address. It has to be an address from the United States, Canada, or Mexico. And then that's going to enter them. And make a note in there. Now, please don't do it on your social media page. It needs to go on to YouTube. YouTube sends us a notice, lets us know who has subscribed. So follow those directions. Now, the contest starts now, and it runs for 60 days, and it'll end June 30th, 2018. But our goal here is to increase our subscription rate on YouTube. Right now, we have 16,000 subscribers, and we want to increase that to 20,000 within the next 60 days. And we feel that's a realistic number to reach. Now, this is a random drawing, and we will pick a name. We'll let you know who wins. Now, it is one of a kind. It is a custom t-shirt. Lori and I designed all of my shirts, and so this is what our contest is all about, receiving a custom t-shirt.
For watching.
See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.